Welcome back, everyone. We're jumping into Ogame today. This is Zero. Um, Still working on the new introduction. If you have any suggestions, let me know. A little bit awkward, especially since my wife is watching me again. A little bit creepy. So I want to make this video on Ogame here because I've advanced quite a bit. I haven't really been on the last couple of days. I've made a couple of videos, but this whole making a video every day thing has been getting really hard with family and work and all that stuff. Work's just been crazy. The things I wanted to jump into are attacking. I've been doing a little bit of attacking. Actually, may have accidentally deleted some of the reports. No, I didn't. Perfect. Okay, so this was kind of my initial scout checking to see who was a valid target. So we see Sideburns X SSB or whatever his name is. So I'm in 144.5. He's in 144.6, right? So this was a couple days ago. Oh, he's actually available to attack again. But you can see here that because there's debris, the debris field, 600 means a light fighter or a small cargo died. So that means he has his missile or his rocket launchers up. So that means at this point I can't attack him. I mean, I could, but I don't really have enough ships to deal with that. So if we go back to this screen here, messages, we see that when I initially attacked, he had 0 defense, 0 ships. So that means this light fighter, which is what this is, has 50 cargo. So I brought back 16, 16, 17. Not a great haul, but I'll take it. Here's one. I believe this is me defending. 007 attacked me from 1439. He sent a light fighter, I believe. If we look here, oh no, it's a small cargo. So this is the battle report. Similar to Astro Empires, similar to a couple other games. And we see here that he has 20% armor, which means he has 2 armor levels. He sent a small cargo. So it means the armor is 48. My rocket launchers, I had a small cargo, a light fighter, and 2 rocket launchers. So that means my defenses have a lot more HP and deal a lot more damage because I have 160 coming from my rocket launchers. So we see here, the attacking fleet fires 1 time as a defender with a total attack power of 5. So my shields absorb 5. Yeah. So I have, a little bit of shields. So 5 is never going to do any damage to me. The defending fleet fires 4 times at the attacker with a total firepower of 215. As you can see, 160, 210, and then 5, so that's 215. The attacker's shields absorb 10 damage points, which means he took 205 pure damage, which is a lot. He was destroyed. This is what I'm left with, and this tells me what's left in space. So that means if I had a recycler, I could go collect 600, 600, which would be really nice, but I don't have recyclers yet because for some reason in this game, the tech for them is just ridiculously high. Not unreasonable, but it's really quite far away. I also got espionage, which shows them all the information about my planet, or within reason it shows them a little bit about my planet. What it does, it'll tell them if I have ships at home, it'll tell them if I have a lot of resources, if I have defenses. Level 1, mostly all it will do is show them if I have fleet. But as their research level in espionage gets higher than mine, or lower, it will affect what they get from their spy report. You can compensate for that by sending more or less probes. So if you send 100 probes, it doesn't matter that your level is 3 lower because those 100 probes are going to compensate and give you all the information. However, if you lose them, you're out 100,000 crystals. Because if we hop into the shipyards, a small cargo, just point of reference, is 2K metal, 2K crystal. Espionage probe is 1K crystal. So they're kind of expensive for what they do, but you need to use them. As you can see, the tech tree is a little bit more complicated. This small cargo was like level 2, and that was it. This one I need level 3 research lab, and then I need to get level 2 espionage technology. And I need another shipyards level. But I actually don't have resources. But espionage probes do travel ridiculously fast. As it says here, small agile drones. So they're really good to have. Something you definitely want to rush to after you get small cargoes and light fighters. As you can see, I don't have that many resources anymore. You saw the last video I was hovering about 4,000 or 5,000, and 2 or 3 in like 1,000. Well, I did research, and it was crazy expensive. You can see I got a message there from my alliance. Pretty cool alliance in this game. Not quite like Astro Empires, where they're cool, but yeah, they don't want me to show any end turtles or anything, which is cool. I respect that, but whatever. I come into research. So I actually don't need any more research. I don't know why I'm in here. I need to go to facilities. So I have a research lab, which I need, which is going to be 800, 1600, 800. As you can see, I'm quite a ways from that. Probably, oh, sorry guys. I'm probably 10 hours away from getting the research lab just on my crystal income. My shipyard, actually quite a bit closer. I have enough deuterium. I'm just short on the crystals. But that's only a couple hours. I'll probably be able to build that tonight. The other thing I can do is go to the galaxy. Okay. So I see that Dark Dan here has killed a small cargo, which means he has his defenses up. However, at 1786 rank, whereas I'm at 1351, that means that he is a much lower defense and attack than me. So I'm going to go ahead, and this might be a total noob mistake, but I'm going to go ahead and send everything I have at him, because it's going to be a really short trip. It's only going to be an hour, which is pretty darn good. So what this is going to do, it's going to raid. I actually have one that I raided, I believe. Let's see, do I have it still, or did I accidentally delete it? Okay, I have one here. So this was me attacking. As you can see, I had two ships, he only had one. This was a light fighter and a light cargo, or a small cargo. He had one rocket launcher, which means at one point he'd been attacked and lost a rocket launcher. Your defenses regenerate on a percent basis. About 30% of the defenses that are destroyed are permanently destroyed and you never get them back. Terrible moment. Especially when I first started playing this game, I was just like, what do you mean I don't get my defenses back? In all the other games I've played, your defenses are kind of static. They just regenerate over time. As you can see, he had one rocket launcher. If we hop into the battle report, we can see that my small cargo and light fighter. However, this is going to take a few more rounds, because the attacking fleet fires 2 times, total firepower 55. So we've absorbed 20, which means I'm doing 35 damage. Which means he's down to 165 armor. Now, the interesting thing about this game is that you don't actually get down to 0. You just get down to like 100, and then it actually random number generates whether or not you destroyed the ship. So if he's down to 100 and I deal 30 damage, it might say that was a critical hit, the ship is dead. If we were to go through and do the math, we might be able to see that, but you can see eventually it was destroyed, and I got metal and crystal and deuterium for it in these amounts, which also show in the main page without coming into the detailed combat report. Usually people don't look at this if they know what happened. But I got, those are pretty decent numbers. 1,000 crystal right now would be fantastic, and 500 deuterium is a lot. So I'm just going to go ahead and exit out of this. Yeah, so he didn't manage to kill anything. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to just go check and see if he's still a good target. No, because he's killed a light fighter. But that means, he is probably a valid target. What I should have done is probably sent a light cargo here. But I only have one fleet slot, so that's not really going to matter. But honestly, I should probably go into research. I should get computer technology, because that's going to affect my fleet slots. For the sake of 600 deuterium, 400 crystal, I'm just going to go for it, because then that's going to give me more power to raid, which is going to increase my resources. And research isn't affecting my buildings or my shipyard's construction time, even though, as you can see, if I go to my overview, I'm pissed broke, and I'm not building ships or buildings, because I have no resources. As you can see, I've spent 46k resources producing them. What's this? A little bit over 500 an hour. So that's a long time. And my production's increased quite a little bit over the last little while. So I just wanted to show you that. I also wanted to hop into the tutorial. I know we actually completely neglected the tutorial in the last mission, if I remember right. So we finished basic supply. I haven't gone much past that, actually. We built a rocket launcher. I built a rocket launcher because I had extra metal, and I just wanted to have something to defend myself, because somebody actually attacked me and took a big chunk of my resources. I think I mentioned that in the last video. So I did build a rocket launcher, which gives me an extra one, because when you build one, the reward is they give you another one. So I have 2. And everyone stops attacking me at that point. After the foundations for supply have been laid, I haven't actually even tried to do this yet because I don't feel it's important, and the bonus is not that good. It's 2,000 metal and 500 crystal. And it's really not that good. So I'm hop over to this one, which is going to raid. Right, if I pull off one raid with 5k cargo, what's going to happen? Sorry, I totally just like scratched my ear. If I pull off one raid with a 5k cargo, I now have 5,000 resources, which is double the amount. I'm probably going to get some deuterium. You've learned how to build and research. So now I'm going to get 200 deuterium. Do I get that now? No, I already got it. Okay. So now mission 5, information networks. Rename a planet, create a buddy request, become a member of an alliance with at least 3 members. So I joined an alliance because they approached me, and they seemed pretty cool. So far they are. They're really supportive and helpful. There's some new guys, some old guys in there. So that's, that's kind of nice. So I might rename a planet. Let's see, how do I do that? Let's go to solution hints. Overview, rename your planet. Okay, so give up, rename. That's kind of a scary concept. Zero's Lair. Let's go with that. Is that scary? I think it's scary. We're gonna go with that. Oh, special characters may not be used. Why can I not use? Is that a colon? I'm not even sure. Okay, I think it's colon. Why can't I use that? Okay, so I need to create a buddy request. So I need to go to, if you have signed yourself up to Ogame with a friend, use the search function in the, send a request to your neighbor. Is it foreign? Costs 10 deuterium. Oh, that's so expensive. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to overview, or I'm gonna go to galaxy. Let's be friends with Dark Dan. I'm gonna send him a bro finishing tutorial with my friends. Oops. Okay. I'm just send him that. Whatever. I honestly don't care if he accepts it. Somebody else sent me a better request. I took it just for the lulz. Why not? So if I hop back into tutorial. Oh, it's done. I now have. Oh, just a second. I've established contact with other players. Can I? Do I not get my? Oh no. I want my dark matter. Give me my dark matter. Why isn't it giving me? I already had 8,000. I want 3,500 more. This is just silly. Got jacked. Man, this bites. Like, it's telling me to do stuff I don't need to. Okay, so fleet action. Build an espionage probe. Spy on another player's planets. So that's actually what I'm going for right now. So I kind of skipped the 2 lame missions. So I'm working on espionage probe, but as you remember, resources are an issue. So we're just gonna hop to the next one. Oh, go on an expedition. That's way out of my league right now. Expand your empire, also way out of my league. Yeah, these are all like, as you can see, the end of the tutorial after you've expanded and gone on an expedition, it's like, oh, BT dub, you can also recycle the debris in space that you've probably already created by being a noob. Like, let's just look at the tech tree for recyclers. It's pretty retarded. Okay, so let's go in here. Yeah, so I need 4 shipyards, 6 combustion, and 6 shielding, which is all that gets really expensive. Oh no. 2 shielding. Okay, good. That's not quite as ridiculous. Yeah, this is gonna take, like, that's a lot of resources. At this point in the game, it's not really time that's the constricting factor, it's the resources that you don't have any. So that's why raiding becomes really important. Oh, there's my dark matter. Hooray. Yeah. So I will make another video with the results of that raid and another few things to mention. You can also hack research by spending pennies worth of dark matter. Disapprove. Let's hop into the Alliance tab real quick to show you guys what's going on. So there's 12 members in BCL, Blizzard Company of Legends. They're really cool. I'd suggest them if you end up in Wriggle 450, which you probably aren't. I mean, you could be watching this 10 years from now when Wriggle's combined with another server. We'll talk about that later, though. So you can see that I can actually send messages to all of them, which I have been asking for their feedback on my tutorial. They have sent me feedback here. It's a message. I'm really excited to read that. So on that note, I'm going to end this video. Just remember, questions, comments, rude remarks, always leave them. I do like it. I like thumbs up, thumbs down, either way. You know, make me feel bad, make me feel good, I don't care. I just appreciate the feedback. And remember, play safe, and I will see you later.